Hi students, how are you all? I hope all of you are doing well. As you know very well, I am Sridhar, your science teacher. Okay, in science, I am going to teach you the topics which are related to the physics and chemistry. Physics and chemistry. Okay, very first, I would like to congratulate you all because you all are promoted to your next class. And also, I would like to wish you all the best for your next academic year. Okay, very first, let us start in this class. Very first, let us start with one physics topic. Okay, before going to start the topic, okay, very first, I would like to ask you one question. What is that? If anyone asks you what is physics, how can you give the answer? How can you define the word physics? Is anybody? Now let us see how can we define the word physics. How can we define this word physics? Okay, here physics. Physics is nothing but it is a branch of science. Branch of science, and also it will gives the relation between the matter and energy. It will give the relation between the matter and energy. That means what here? Here the physics is the branch of science which gives the properties, which will studies the properties and nature of matter and energy. It will give the relation between the matter and energy, how they are related to with each other and how they affect with each other with concern to the time and space. Okay, like this we can define the term physics. This is one of the branch of science. Okay, and also here physics can be classified into many ways. In many ways we can classify the physics. But among those, one of the most important classification is that physics can be classified into the two categories. The first one is classical physics. What is that? Classical physics. And second one is modern physics. Second one is what? Modern physics. Okay, now let us see what is the difference between the classical physics and modern physics. Okay, now see here, before the 19th century, that means what? Before the year of 1900, whatever the physics topics and whatever the hypothesis and whatever the assumptions of the physics we have, whatever the ideas of physics we have, all these are called as the classical physics. That means by that time, many of the scientists they have given their assumptions and their hypotheses and their ideas. Okay, all those have only some of those became the theories and laws, and next one is what rules. For example, whatever the ideas assumptions given by those physicists, only among those only some of them became the what theories, and some of those became rules, and some of those became laws. Okay, and see here we are using the words theories, rules, and laws. We feel in many situations in physics, in many times we used to listen these words theories, rules, and laws. Actually, we feel that all these have the similar words and all these will have the same meaning, but there is a lot of difference between the theories, rules, and laws. What is that difference? Now let us discuss in our next classes. Okay, here that means whatever the assumptions, ideas, and they have given the physics by the time of the classical physics, they only some of them have the mathematical rules and mathematical results, and some of them have the experimental evidences. Most of them not have the experimental evidences. And when we come to the modern physics, after the year of 1900, after the year of 1900, whatever the ideas and theories and assumptions given by the scientists, each and every theory, each and every assumption, each and every idea of physics have the mathematical results, and also every idea is having the experimental evidence. So that is the reason there is a lot of difference between the classical physics and modern physics. Okay, so this is about the what introduction about the science and physics. Okay. Okay, students. In grade 8, today we are taking one of the physics topic. The topic name is what is that? Force and pressure. Force and pressure. Okay. Now see here. In this lesson, first of all, let us see. Here we are observing the two different words. What are those? One is force and pressure. Okay. Here, in this lesson, what we are going to learn in this lesson? First of all, let us see here. In this lesson, first we will discuss about the force. That means what is the definition of the force and what is that definition of the force and what is the formula for the force. What is the formula for the force and also units. What are the SI units of this force? That is also we will learn in this lesson. And also we will execute some problems. That means we will solve some problems which are related to this force. That means we are going to do some problems also. Okay, which are related to the force. And also after that, before first we will discuss about this force topic, and after completion about the topic which is related to the force, then afterwards we will start about the pressure. Okay, what is pressure? Here also we will learn first about the definition of the pressure and also what are the SI units of pressure, and also we will discuss some problems which are related to the pressure. Here first of all we have to think about one thing. What is that? Here these two different words in this lesson we are using, and we are learning about the force and pressure in one lesson. So in this lesson, after completion of the lesson, we will come to know what is force and what is pressure, and also be able to find the difference between the force and pressure, and also we will come to know what is the relation between the force and pressure. Is there any relation between the force and pressure? If any relation is there, means what type of relation is there between the force and pressure. So we will discuss about all these topics in this lesson, force and pressure. And also you know very well, in our daily life situations, in many situations we used to use these words, force and pressure. Okay, and also we feel that these force and pressure, these words are similar words, and these words will have the what same meaning. But there is a lot of difference between the force and pressure. That is also we are going to learn in this lesson. What is that force and pressure? And also after completion of the lesson, you will come to know what is the difference between the force and pressure, and also where we can apply the knowledge of this force and pressure in our daily life situations. Okay, so let us start this topic, force and pressure. Okay.